What is up, guys? I am here with a mail day. It's been a long time since I've done any sort of video. Still collecting. I've actually probably picked up more in this last year than I have like my entire collecting combined over the last 3 or 4 years. Just getting in a ton of cards. Working on another PSA order. I did one. Never filmed a video for it or anything. It was decent for my first video, or my first order. I feel like I've learned a little bit since then. That was a 100 card order. I'm gonna shoot for at least another 100 card order, hopefully before the end of the year. Like I said, at least 100 cards. I'm kind of trying to get about 130 cards. We'll see what happens. I think I'm at about 50 right now. But picked up a lot of just PC stuff, a lot of stuff specifically to grade, some stuff to flip. Picked up a lot of cards that I'm just gonna sit on for a while as an investment. Some higher dollar cards. Probably just kind of start doing, I might do some kind of video series just showing like my last 6 months of pickups, just break it into different videos or something like that. So all my other mail isn't open yet. This is the only thing I've opened so far. So I picked these up in a lot as an auction, and the auction went pretty cheap in my opinion. I got all 4 of these for basically the price of one PSA 9, and the goal was to snap them and send them to PSA and hope for 9s. PSA 9's about a $50 card. If, on some long shot I get a 10, that would be sick. It's about a $1,000 card. So we've got the SGC 92. And then we've got 3 96s. So 2 of the 4 look really, really good. That might have an outside shot at a 10, just kind of glancing at them through the cases. But, we'll see what happens. Let's just start ripping into packages. I've got a ton of packages here, guys. So just get into it. Kind of ripping off Elite Co 3, I guess, his style videos. So this guy's having a huge, my bad. I'm just filming on my iPhone. Don't really have a camera stand or anything like that. But this guy's been having a huge year, and his stuff is starting to spike a little bit. So wondering if maybe his stuff might do some Mookie Betts, Mike Trout stuff things. So I don't know. We'll see what happens value-wise. This is the first of probably a few you'll see in this video. So there's that one. Moving on. So starting to do a little bit of prospecting. My collecting has kind of changed. I'm actually collecting a lot more football than I ever have in the past. And then starting to do a little bit of prospecting. So this is a guy for the Braves, Christian Pache, however you say it. Picked these up. Got 2 greens, 2 green papers, $2.99. The gold paper to $50, and then a blue chrome to $150. So looking for a lot of slab PSA worthy cards. Speaking of football, I'm a Bears fan, so kind of a PC/investment I've started up. Mitch Trubisky. Bears are in first place for the first time since 2013, so that's cool, obviously, as a Bears fan. Here's another Frankie Lindor coming out of the case, unfortunately, but take a look at it. See how it looks. Go from there. Let's open this big box. This has been sitting at the post office for a few days because it's a high dollar card. So the guy, the mailing service he picked required a signature, and nobody was home to sign for it. And I was just able to get around to going to the post office and picking it up. So oh, thank you. If you're looking for other players' cards, let me know. So this is a 2017 National Treasures RPA of Mitchell Trubisky. 3-color sick patch there. The pictures look great. Signature looks great. I really wanted to get one that had, you know, a nice nasty patch. Potentially looking to grade, probably depending on what the corners look like. Obviously PSA is harder on thicker cards, and then these blue edges might be slightly tough, but huge card, pretty expensive card, so whatever. That'll be PC for a while, regardless of if I grade it or what kind of grade it gets. Once again, football. Another guy I'm investing in. If you look at his numbers, at the point in his career that he is at, he's got some pretty insane numbers compared to Aaron Rodgers, who has been in the league. Both these, Matt Ryan came into the league in 2008, and Aaron Rodgers didn't really start playing. He didn't become a starter until 2008, so they both started around the same time, essentially, and Matt Ryan's got over 10,000 more yards than Aaron Rodgers. So Matt Ryan's a guy I think, when it's all said and done, could be top 5 in passing yards. So trying to pick up his stuff after seeing what some Breeze stuff has done, trying to invest into Matt Ryan, kind of start up a little PC of him, and you know, see where it goes from there. I've always been a football fan. I've just never really collected football the way I have basketball until now. This was actually a really cool little lot. So this was about I want to say $6 or $7, and it's just a bunch of these 1978 TCMA Ernie Banks cards. So after his playing days, but it's a very nice picture, and you know, it is an older card. You might consider it vintage, from 78, and they just looked really good from the pictures. White borders, so not a lot can go wrong. So yeah, I was hoping to maybe find a few grading candidates out of these and sell a few, keep a few. Obviously I'm a Cubs fan, so Been doing lots of eBay lately, selling stuff. I've sold on eBay for years, but not nearly to the capacity that I am now. This was just a sit card out of 2007 triple threads. Out of 18, you've got Musial, Banks, and Mantle jerseys of each. So Cubs PC, Hall of Fame PC, you know, sick stuff. But yeah, I mean, my collection definitely centers around Cubs, Hall of Famers, trying to do more vintage, trying to do more investing as well. Couple throw-ins, Leonard Fournette, there's a Trubisky, and then 17 Elite, the red to 90 Mitch. So possible grading candidate there. These are actually decent looking cards, but not as rookie. So moving along. It's really nice when sellers take the time to actually protect their cards when they ship. So this is a really nice card. This guy's been having a hell of a time with the Cubs, and could potentially be a Hall of Famer, I think. And this one looked really clean. Figured I'd pick it up, try to slab it. It's the Refractor, Cole Hamels rookie out of 300. So, sick card. Sorry about the lighting, guys. Not really much I can do in this room, so for future videos I guess I'll try to figure something out, but for right now we'll just have to deal, I guess. Seeing something's better than seeing nothing, I guess. So this is nice, going with the Frankie Lindor trend. This is the gold out of 2015. So his stuff has just kind of been exploding in price lately, so I wanted to hop on some good deals while I could, because I think he's definitely a potential future MVP candidate. He's young. He's always been my probably my favorite young shortstop in the game. I mean, him and Seager and Correa and Addison Russell, they were all kind of coming up at the same time, but I always liked, you know, most people were high on Correa. I was more into Lindor. This is another guy that I'm looking to kind of pick up now and see where his stuff goes. Helio Ramos. This is his first Bowman Gold Refractor to 50. So there's 2 or 3 pretty good young prospects that I've been looking into. Their stuff's still pretty affordable, and I feel like they could, I mean, these are 19, 20-year-old guys. That's obviously who you're looking for when you're prospecting. So I feel like him and a couple other guys really have some good potential to go somewhere. Okay. And another Lindor. So that's nice. I think I picked up probably about 5 of just the base Lindors. And then I picked up that gold one. So, yep, got a lot of mail here, guys. Here's a nice one. Ichiro, 01, Upper Deck rookie. Dropping cards. Okay. So, sorry guys. So once again, looking for stuff to slab. Ichiro stuff's been creeping up, obviously a first ballot Hall of Famer. So you would think this set would be pretty difficult to grade, but looking at the pop reports, it doesn't actually look like it's too bad, too hard. So figured I'd try my own luck on it and see where it goes. Because I actually did pretty well on an Ichiro in my first PSA order. So it was the 01 traded Ichiro Pujols rookie, and I sent in 2. I got a 9 and I got a 10, and a 10's about $170 card right now. So it's a really sick one. Stanton 2010 Bowman gold refractor rookie. So picked this up pretty cheap. I was actually bidding on one and it went for about 120, and you know, I got outbid on it. And then this one was at a buy it now for like $2.99, I think. $1.99, $2.99, something like that. And since the last one sold for $120, I shot this guy an offer of $120, and 5 minutes later he took it, didn't even counter. So looked pretty good in the listing. Obviously it's a chrome card, haven't looked at it yet, might have some scratching, but we'll get it under a light and check it out and go from there. I mean, he's a guy who, you know, if he can stay healthy, he's had a lot of injuries, so if he can stay healthy, he's probably about a 600 home run guy. He's over 300 right now. If he had never been hurt, he, you know, he'd probably have 350, 370 right now. This is a card from Nolan, Elite Co. 3. This is a card I think actually went really cheap at auction. Picked it up for about 350 bucks. I don't know. He's a guy I like to buy from quite a bit. He's got good auctions and obviously a fellow YouTuber. So I've done probably 5 different orders with him. But it is a 2001 SP Authentic Drew Brees jersey out of 800 BGS 9. Let you guys stare at that for a minute while I go grab something real quick. So picked up this one. Went, like I said, obviously a lot cheaper than I thought it was going to. You know, if he has a huge season, I feel like his stuff will explode even more than it already will. So I wanted to pick this up, but before I picked this up, I also got this one. And this is the same card, obviously, but with a nasty patch. And graded a Gem Mint 10. So, once again, gonna just kind of sit on those cards for a while and see where they're at the end of the year and go from there. But just a comparison for you guys. I think this one was about $350, while this one ran me over $2,000. So this is a sick card. So there's only 246 of these, and I don't pop up that often, but there was a PSA 10 that just went for an insane amount, sold for like $1,100 or something like that. I was bidding on it, wanted to get it, but the previous high on them was 700, and that one, like I said, went for about 11 or 12. So I actually picked this up before that auction ended for 350 bucks. If you look at it, it actually looks really sharp, which makes me happy because I picked it up with the intention to grade it. Like I said, I've got really big expectations for Matt Ryan. I feel like he can definitely, when it's all said and done, be statistically one of the best quarterbacks of all time. Doesn't have the Super Bowl yet. He's been there, lost obviously, but does have an MVP and does have a ton of passing yards for how old he is, how long he's been in the league. So he's a guy I'm high on. Got a couple flat rate boxes, not sure what they are, so we'll get into them. Maybe there'll be some nicer stuff. So, you guys who collect football, what do you guys think of Matt Ryan statistically? I mean, it's not something I noticed. Like, it's not something I've been aware of for a long time. It's just something I kind of noticed while I was, you know, just doing some research on quarterbacks, things like that, picking a few guys who I wanted to invest in long term, and he was a guy I kind of decided on. So let me know what you guys think of him. Alright, so this is a nice card. 93 Topps Gwyn. Once again, same story as with the chippers. It's got a 96, so figured I'd snap it, and you know, who knows, I'll cross it over. It'll probably get a 9, but you know, everybody always hopes for that bump. So picked it up cheap. I think it was like 35 bucks or something like that, which is still cheaper than a PSA 9, but I think PSA 9s are about a $50, $60 card. So I mean, worst comes to worst, I can break even on this card. If it does get a 10, that's like a $500 card. So we'll see what happens. We've got 5 more packages here, guys. So we got this another flat rate box I'll get into. Kind of sounds like a puzzle. I don't know what the hell this thing is. You guys hear that? Okay. Oh, I know exactly what these are. Okay. So, been doing some TTMing lately, and got tired of going to the store and paying full-blown retail for blue Sharpies. So, picked up a couple boxes of my own, 2 12-packs. So, yeah, Sharpies. Sorry to waste you guys' time on blue Sharpies, but we just got 4 packages left. Definitely my longest video. Here we go. Another Lindor. What's cool about this is actually the no foil variation. So this one is the base. It says Topps. This one obviously missing the foil. So like I said, picking up Lindors, wanted to get kind of a variety of Lindors, so you know, be able to maximize the collectability and things like that. So it's another guy I've been picking up heavily, Anthony Miller. Picked up a bunch of his stuff before the season started, hoping that he would just have a really huge first game. You know, he hasn't really done a whole lot yet. He has 1 touchdown, but he hasn't done anything to just make his stuff explode yet. And I mean, maybe he never will, but PC nonetheless. Here's some other things of his I picked up. So we got a couple of the certifieds, got the base and the red, got an Origins, 2 more of those pen pals. This is the Elite Gold Vinyl to 5 right there by his ankles, and the base to $6.99, die cut to 24. This is just a cheap throw in that I was looking to get some combined shipping on. A couple of the Origins and a couple of the Origin patch autos. So that's what I've got for Anthony Miller. You know, see how he pans out. I've got pretty high expectations for him and, you know, this Bears team as a whole. Speaking of Anthony Miller, here's another one. Kind of a 2-color patch there with some stitching. And then last package, guys. Thanks for sticking around thus far. If you have, we're going to end it on another Frankie Lindor. So that's all I got for you guys. I know I've got more mail coming, so I'll try to do another big mail day whenever I get all that. And try to just start putting together more content as a whole. And see you guys next time.